Yo, what is going on, guys? All right, so today I'm here with one of my clients. This is Ray Wilson.
Hey Nick, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
Not bad,
All right,
not
so
bad.
I really appreciate you taking this time to do a little interview with me, and I'd just like to ask you a couple questions.
Go ahead.
So, basically, my channel and everything that I teach, right, is all about trying to teach people how to become an entrepreneur and to basically become their own boss. Now, you're a business owner. What advice would you give to, a 16-year-old kid who doesn't want to work for minimum wage at McDonald's?
Well, there are not a lot of good jobs out there these days, and a lot of people, I see young people working in banks, and I see people working at McDonald's, and I know they're miserable because I know they don't get paid very well. And it is very difficult for young people to get jobs today. As a matter of fact, the bank that I go to, the two young men that work there, I see them once a month to pay the mortgage, and I can tell they're miserable. I've spoken to them. One guy lives in the basement of his grandmother's home, and he's tired of it. And I actually wanted to take him out to lunch and say, look, dude, there's got to be other ways for you to make money. Well, I started my own business like 14 years ago. And it took me a long time to get the nerve to start my own business. There's nothing more comfortable than having a weekly paycheck come in. But after working in industry for many years and getting crappy raises and working with people who are lazy and don't want to get up in the morning, and I was always more motivated than that. So I finally found a way out and started working for myself as a home inspector. And I'm so glad I did it. I didn't make any money for the first couple of years. I struggled, I suffered through it, but I got through it. So there are all ways out there. And with what's available online and all of these ways to make money online, you've got to go out there and investigate ways to make money, because there are a lot of ways to make money out there. You just have to be willing to find it. I know if you're stuck in a dead-end job, it sucks. It's very difficult to break out of it, but you got to come up with a better way. And one of the reasons that I'm here with Nick is because I was approached, because I come to a place that I like to have my pizza at, my Italian food at. I met this young man, and I'm very enthused with him. He does all the advertising on Facebook for them, and I saw the advertisement that he did, and I was pleased. So now he's working for me. So I'm very pleased so far, Nick.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, I have another question. I thought that was all great advice for, somebody who's looking how to make money. School isn't the only route. Like, you could start your own business and be financially free, and it's just so much better than having a boss, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So, go ahead.
And one of the things that I was going to mention to these young guys, and I know some guys aren't into getting dirty, and they feel they should be in front of a computer, tapping the keys and making a good living doing that, and designing video games. Well, guess what? We all can't design video games. There are plumbing companies and electrical companies that need apprentices to learn the trade. I was a machinist. I started off as a machinist many, many years ago in the 80s. And nobody wants to get their hands dirty and work in a shop. Well, there's a lot of opportunities in places like this. So if you're not a scholar, I don't have a degree. If you don't have a degree, it doesn't mean you can't make a living. There are plenty of plumbers out there that need a good assistant. And if you show up every day and you do a good job, you can make decent money as a plumber. And a lot of them are willing to train you. But you got to put the time in, and you have to be not afraid to get your hands dirty and get down in the mud and do some work.
I couldn't agree more, 100%. When it comes to social media, do you believe that every single business in the world needs it? Do you think Facebook and Instagram are 2018's version of like ABC and Fox News? Like, do you think like social media is taking over like the whole TV, radio thing as we know it?
It is in a lot of ways. There are a lot of negative things being said about Facebook, obviously with the fake news, as they all call it. And you have to be very good at discerning the real from the fake, obviously. But yeah, that's going to be the wave of the future. When I was young, we would go to the local newspaper, Newsday in this case, and I would look for ads, and I would find jobs and knock on doors and get machinist jobs. I worked multiple machinist jobs. I worked 2 to 3 jobs. But I was always able to find work because I had skills that were wanted. People needed people to do work in machine shops. I used to make helicopter parts, aircraft parts for Grumman planes. Yeah, not the most glamorous work. You work in a hot place sometimes. I worked in places that's 105 degrees in the summertime with no air conditioning. I did it for years. It sucks, but I did it, and I'm finally at a place where I'm happy with my own business. So things do change over the time, over years. Get yourself a plan, come up with a plan.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate you coming on my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it.
No problem, Nick. Happy to do it.